Hi, I want to say welcome to everyone here at this wonderful banquet. It's something that has been sponsored by, put on by a lot of the interns because of people like you who have underwritten, who have given heart, who have given support and prayer to what is going on. One of the things that Jesus did in the very beginning was he chose 12 that they might be with him, that he'd send them out to preach, and that they'd have power over the enemy to cast out demons. It's very interesting. In the beginning, Jesus didn't choose programs. He didn't stop and choose activities. He chose people. Because without people, programs don't fly. They go flat. You can have the best programs, but the worst people, and it doesn't fly. It just does not work. You've got to have the people that have the heart of Jesus and that they were with him, and then he could send them out and they would have authority over the demons. You've got to be able to have people who understand the presence of Christ so that you walk with him, so that your confidence is in Christ, not in programs, not in activities, not in skills or even spiritual gifts. It's in the presence of Christ that I'm close to him, and that's why he chose them, that they might be with him. That's the very first job description for the people. He chose them that they might be with him. The second is then after that, walking closely with them, then to preach, which means preaching or the gospel or the expression of heaven comes through a relationship with Jesus, that they might be with him. Remember that? Then they go out to preach. Without being with him, it's a contrived talk. It's a religious communique. But when you have taken time to be with Jesus, it is a story. It's your passion. It is something of your experience. It's sort of like, I don't know the program and I don't know the whys and the scientific reasons. All I know is I was blind, but now I see. And it's on those experiences, because of the person of Christ, the gospel comes out genuinely with authenticity. And it's not something contrived or just put together as a nice talk. You can train people to give good talks, but you can't train people to have a genuine sense of the presence of Christ. That is only experience, and that's what legacy is all about. So my prayer is that legacy will be that impetus to remind people of the presence of Christ and then indelibly mark them as followers of Jesus Christ. That's what our heart is. That's what his heart is. And that's what I know your heart is too. God bless you from all of us. We love you.
When Creighton talked to me about the legacy internship, he mentioned that he and Pastor Wayne got together and wanted to do an internship for Top Gun leaders from New Hope Christian College, Pac Rim College at the time, even bringing in some others. I was so excited because they were looking at doing an immersive internship that would develop not only the skill, the hand, the work of the ministry, but developing the heart and character of the ministry. And when I think of immersive, I think of the interns coming over and us getting to rub shoulders, rub hearts, work together. And that's what got me excited about the internship.
Before I came to Legacy, I was living in California, and I graduated college about 2 years ago. And since graduating college, I've been working as a swim coach. I was working with autistic children and worked for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. But just really feeling this tug from the Lord to find something just more in him.
I just finished my freshman year at New Hope Christian College, Oregon. I'm in the creative arts program there, and I'm studying well, I don't really know what I'm going to do after this, but worship leading or something along those lines.
Before Legacy, I was at New Hope Christian College, Eugene. I was studying in the creative arts program there, and I was attending a church called Willamette Christian Center and helping out serving on weekends there.
I was at New Hope Christian College, and I attended a church called Jubilee, but it just recently got switched over to the Father's House, so I was serving as a youth leader there.
We live in Brazil. Amanda and I we have like a nice job over there. I already graduate in technology. I'm working at a good company in Brazil. Also, I have like a master's degree in business, and I try to develop like a businessman career. And we decided to come to Eugene first, to New Hope Christian College, because I have like a feeling in my heart that I'm a loser, and I asked God to take out this feeling of losing my heart, and then He remembered the calling that He has given to me, and then I decided, okay, I will follow you. If you want me to lay off all my stuff, my career, my job in Brazil, I will follow you.
And when he asked me to be his girlfriend, he said to my parents, yeah, can I call her my girlfriend? And then the first day. And then he said, but has one more thing. And my parents like, what? Maybe we're gonna move to United States. And my parents like, oh, and you're telling us this? And then, yeah, so when he proposed me to marry him, then we decided to come to United States and do the scholarship. So I was a fashion designer, I still am, but I always have this calling and this love for Jesus. And then we decided, we came together to Eugene and doing this.
Yeah, I told her before I proposed her to be my wife, I told her, are you sure I will be a pastor? I not have much money. Yeah, sure. Here we are. Yeah, here we are.
I was attending Life Pacific College up in Los Angeles, California, also helping out at Lifehouse Foursquare. They meet at the campus of Life Pacific, and just serving on the setup and breakdown team, just kind of building a relationship with people there.
Legacy, I wasn't really expecting anything. I didn't really think anything of it. My dad asked me one day randomly, like 2 days before it was due. So he's like, oh, there's this internship, by the way, that if you're interested. And I was like, when is it? And he's like, oh, just over the summer, but it's like pretty intense. And I was like, at first I was like, no, because I'm graduating and this is my last summer here at home. Then he's like, just think about it and stuff. So I was kind of just like, at first, but after praying about it, I knew that it would probably be good for me.
About it from my friend, Pastor Richard. He's my senior pastor at South Shore New Hope, and he called me up and was telling me about it. And the first thing I thought was, oh, I got to tell Will and Ada, who are my roommates. They attend Pac Rim, and then I thought, oh, maybe I'll do that. So then I called Pastor Richard back, and he said, well, the biggest thing is it's a lot of hours, and my husband's deployed, and I have a special needs daughter that I'm homeschooling. And I'm full-time in graduate school. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got plenty of hours.
We came here to Hawaii to help out with the Spanish ministry, Nueva Esperanza. And I could say that it has been a total different change. It was totally different from what I expected ministry was. I thought ministry was just kind of just a leading opportunity and a leading position. But it has nothing to do with that. It's really just doing with what God has for you and the desires of His heart for the will and the call.
You know, like I said, it was an opportunity, and I really felt deep in my heart that God was placing this in this season of my life. I've been in Hawaii since February. Came to study and help plant a church, and this came up, and I just really felt the Lord guiding me to it.
Before Legacy, I was at New Hope Christian College. I was thinking about majoring in youth ministry. I was also, while I was in Hawaii, I was the full-time youth leader. Maybe not full-time, but I took on the role as a youth leader, and I planned all the events for them. It's pretty awesome. I was at school. They told us about this internship, and I was thinking, oh, okay, I can do this program, get paid for it for doing what I'm doing already while I'm at home in Hawaii. And so I was like, I'm down. and I had no idea what it was really going to be like.
I've come from a small church, so I knew Samoan ministry. I expect a lot of differences, not anything the same, because New Hope is high tech and my church is no tech.
I grew up going to New Hope Oahu. Back then it was New Hope Farrington, and I would go with my grandparents, and I guess basically I just went to church because it was an easy way for my grandparents to babysit me. But I think the transition was when I went to Hanalani, which is a private Christian school, and over there my faith was, I guess it was released where I was able to accept Christ, and that was just a long time where I got to develop spiritually, grow more as a Christian, and grow more in my walk with God.
On the throne of sweet surrender.